All right, we should be live. Well, yeah, we should be live right now, but I'm not actually live. I'm just setting up the stream right now, and when my watch hits 1500, when my watch hits a quarter past 5, then we're going to go officially live. I don't know if there's anybody listening to this right now, but my freaking god, was this thing a bitch to set up. But I will talk about that in 3 damn minutes. Oh, jeez. I don't even know how to add music to this thing, to be honest. Okay. And I'm gonna put on some like royalty. I'm gonna put on some like royalty free music, and by royalty free I mean like a song that a song that I made just to like pass the damn time, and then yeah, we'll get started, I guess. The stream hasn't even officially fucking started, and it's already a mess. The streams are a mess. I'm a mess, as everybody already knows. Okay, we got 2 more mics. 2 more fucking minutes of me just blabbermouthing, and then we actually get started with the podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I just pulled up royalty-free advertisement music, and we're just gonna play that for a bit, and then then we'll get fucking started. This sounds like a Chevrolet commercial song. 500 horsepower, 30 miles to the gallon, and you know you bought it just to make it look like you have a big dick. Introducing the new Chevy Silverado. Everywhere you Oh my, okay, we got 1 more minute. All right, 1 more minute until we get this shit show on the road. Are y'all excited? Even though there's like 2 people watching, but fuck it. Maybe I should like turn down the gain. And let me check my OBS. Yep, everything should be working just fine. Now my watch is charging, so I can't even see. I don't even know how to look at the countdown from this thing. I don't even know how to look at the damn countdown. All right, and check this out. All right, check this out. This took me fucking forever to figure out, but check it out. That's my face. Hello, everybody. What is up? It is Stantheman, and welcome to the first ever live Stantheman podcast. Now, keep in mind, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing over here. I literally figured out about OBS yesterday, and literally because I procrastinate like a motherfucker. All right, I tried to figure everything out yesterday. So if you saw like a bunch of freaking test streams, all right, that was me struggling to figure out how this shit works. But if everything is going well now, it should be working. Look, I can move my camera around. Check this out. Wait a minute, I can move it over here. I can move it down here. I can move it over here. I can move it down here. Up, 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 up. Okay, now I'm having way too much fun with this shit. All right. Now, as you can see, I'm trying out a different format. Now, basically what I'm trying to do right now is I am running out of SoundCloud space, and your boy don't exactly have a fucking credit card, so I'm migrating to YouTube. And I thought it might be a great idea to start live streaming. And I gotta like delay it. I'm looking at it right now to actually like live stream these podcasts. Okay, now what you need to know about these types of podcasts, it's basically just me sitting down in a microphone talking about maybe local news from here in Aruba. In case you don't know, I live on the lovely island of Aruba in the Southern Caribbean. I give a little bit of local news, opinionate about that, give a little bit of international news, opinionate about that, and just talk about general topics, okay? Now, we don't really have to worry about PC culture here at all. Here, fuck PC culture. It's just the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, okay? So don't blast my fucking inbox with like, that was offensive. I don't give a fuck if it was offensive or not, okay? If the truth is offensive to you, that's not my problem, and you should not take it out on anybody else. But I will try. I'm gonna be honest. I will try to be respectful, or as respectful as I fucking can. So, like I said, how these podcasts usually work. At first, I literally just started out on SoundCloud, just sitting down in front of a goddamn microphone and just blabbering on for about 30 to 40 fucking minutes. But now I'm actually trying to get like a little bit of a structure to it. So usually I got a handy dandy notepad. Now I got a handy dandy tablet here. And hang on, I'm going to minimize my OBS to see the YouTube thing. I got no idea what the hell is going on, but fuck it. We're live right now. Okay? Aruba! Quinano está vivo en sintonía de Ivo por la... That's like a semi-popular dude here in the island. Alright, so let's fucking get started, okay? First of all, we're going to start off with some local news. Now, what you need to know, okay, the big fucking elephant in the room, just a couple of days ago, in fact, well, literally just a couple of days ago, the biggest drug seizure in Aruba's history happened, okay? I can't remember if the ship was called Aresa or Acera. I just know that it's basically a big-ass, not exactly a big-ass cargo ship, but a 95-meter-long cargo ship that was brought into the island, and when examined, they found about 5 tons of hard drugs. From what I know, and from what news sources know, they can't exactly confirm what those hard drugs are. Okay? Someone just opened the door to my room. Okay, hi, how are you? I told you I'm live. Alright, so yeah, that's the type of shit that usually happens when you're live, okay? So, it's really freaking weird. Now, we're used to handling, like, drugs and stuff like that back here in the island. Now, Aruba used to be on the DEA, that's the Drug Enforcement List of major transit countries. So what is a transit country? A transit country is not exactly a country that produces drugs. It's mostly a place where the drugs just, flow through to actually go to bigger places. Like, think of it as a hub connecting, like, the South American continent. Like the South American producers, the drugs are usually produced in South America. It comes through Aruba, Bonaire, or Curacao and goes to Europe, the States, or whatever. But, hey, man, no, they're probably thinking that it's more than 5 fucking tons. That's a lot of fucking drugs. It's kind of weird when you think about it, okay? We all have, like, our typical 9 to 5, but in that fucking cargo ship, if you just think about it in money terms, in that cargo ship, there is more money than most of us will ever make in our lifetime. But as you can know, it already stirred like a lot of controversy here on the island. But to be honest, drug busts like these are not exactly an uncommon bunch. Now, the thing you need to know about Arubans in general is that, my God, shisheria is like the biggest fucking thing here. The general public loves to blow stuff out of proportion, right? And man, they always, oh man, the drug cartels are gonna come here now. Oh man, it's gonna be just like that freaking gunfight. And no, calm the fuck down. Okay, stop trying to make your life look more interesting than it actually seems. And not only that, we oh god, I got gas. Not only that, we also have like fucking reporters, okay? Like here on the island, we have some dude called Speed Andrade. Okay, I respect what he does, but this dude has literally no regards to people's privacy or national security. Okay, like no regards whatsoever. There are some things you should report on. Yes, mad props to him for trying to keep the public informed, but also there's certain shit for the sake of the security of the people working on that shit that should not be known. All right? Those are just my 2 fucking cents. But then again, he has like friends in parliament, so that's why nothing's happening to this guy. It's like fucking untouchable. Like he doesn't cover people's faces up. Now, I know it's about, it's the right to press or whatever. No, I get it. But when you abuse that right, you can't just use that as an excuse to abuse the privacy of certain people. Look, I know I'm not exactly an advocate for drinking and driving, but when you show the person's face, we're a small island. Word travels fast, okay? Everybody basically knows each other. If you're from the U.S. listening, this is kind of like that small town mentality, but with Caribbean mentality, okay? So this dude is, let's say, I don't know, you made a mistake or you got caught in a fight somewhere, and bam, your face is now plastered all over social media. Not even like, they never even bothered to cover it or anything. It's the same as like the crew. The crew of the Acera or Arisa, I can't remember the ship's name. Now, the crew, they literally took videos of them. They didn't cover their faces or anything. You can literally see who these people are. Oh, and another interesting thing, the captain, okay, everybody was taken into custody, including the captain. Now, the captain, literally just a couple of days ago, he started coughing up blood in the prison, and then they diagnosed him with tuberculosis. Hang on, let me just consult the tablet to see if I'm not talking out of my ass. Yeah. Oh yeah. So basically, yeah. So after coughing up blood at a local prison, he was later diagnosed with tuberculosis. In case you're wondering what tuberculosis is, if you play Red Dead Redemption, you know what the fuck tuberculosis is. All right. Now, we're moving on to some international news, okay? The World Health Organization is pretty much on a high alert due to the coronavirus, COVID-19, or however the fuck it's pronounced, okay? Now, it's starting to spread to more and more countries, but people, to be honest, I really think people are just freaking out more than... I think people are just freaking out way too much about it. Now, the thing you need to know about coronaviruses in general is that when they start out, you basically get the same symptoms as like the flu. So a lot of people end up brushing it off. So it's really, and I mean very difficult to actually get a. Keep in mind here. Why am I pointing? No, I'm pointing at the fucking laptop. The camera is this way, Stan. Remember that button. All right. Now, people need to fucking remember that, it's really hard to actually get a decent estimate about these kinds of things because it's a lot of people just brush off the mild symptoms because nobody wants to waste time going to the doctors worrying about absolutely nothing, okay? Now, according to an article on the BBC, it's basically PhD level hard, and counting the cases is just very tricky. Now, most cases of the virus will go uncounted because most people will not visit the doctor because of mild symptoms. And yeah, that everybody does that, okay? We've all had that, okay? You woke up, okay, you got like a cough going on or some shit, and you're like, nah, fucking. You're like, nah, fucking, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not going to the hospital. I'll fucking sleep it off or some shit, okay? Like a day or two later, it feels like you're fucking coughing up a lung. They're like, okay, nah, something's wrong. That's when you start realizing that something's wrong. I should go to the doctor. Now, only when those symptoms make the transition from mild to severe, it's usually too late at that point. Plus, people are overreacting. To be honest, I really think people are just overreacting to these, okay? Now, even in China... Now, yeah, people have died from these, okay? Now, even in China, where the virus mostly originated, okay, in the Hubei province, okay, where the death toll is the highest, the majority of the people who have died because of the virus are in their late 60s to 80s, and most of them are already suffering from pre-existing medical conditions such as respiratory diseases or heart diseases, even diabetes. All of that contributed to death. Okay, now, out of people underneath 30, okay, people beneath the age of 30, out of about 4,500 confirmed cases of people below the age of 30 with coronavirus, the COVID-19, only 8 of them have died so far. And that's in mainland China. We still can't get like an accurate figure on other countries because you have to remember it really depends on where you get diagnosed as well. Remember, some countries have better medical care or medical treatment facilities or ways of keeping track of these medical treatment, keeping tracks of like diseases or patients compared to the others. Take a look at a country like Iran. Iran has about maybe 250, 260 confirmed cases right now, and who knows how much, because like I said, it's not exactly the wealthiest country. They're like somewhere in the middle. So for a lot of people, it might be a bit more difficult to get a prognosis that way. But to be honest, guys, I really think a lot of people are just misinformed about the situation. Is it serious? Yes. Is it dangerous? Yes. But spreading misinformation, okay, and blowing this thing way out of proportion, okay, I think that's even worse than the actual virus itself. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, okay? The spread of misinformation, okay, is basically worse than the spreading of the virus itself. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't take any precautions, okay? If you feel like you're getting like if you feel like you have symptoms of the disease, okay, do not be afraid to go to the doctors and have it checked out, okay? It's better than waste maybe 15 minutes waiting in a room instead of just contaminating anyone around you. All right? Remember to wash your damn hands. Take a fucking shower. Wash your hands, okay? Try to be as hygienic as possible going in or going throughout your fucking day. All right? But seriously, guys, stop. Like, really, you really need to calm down. All right? Like, people are just blowing that shit way the fuck out of proportion, especially here on the island. Okay? There's like one confirmed case in Brazil, South America, literally at our fucking doorstep at that point, and already people are fucking, we're gonna die. No, there's like one dude infected in the Netherlands in Tilburg. There's someplace else, but I don't really know, because there was another dude infected, but I didn't fucking read it. I was already too lazy. I already had the ropes. I already had the notes written down, so yeah, it was too late for that. So let's see what else is on the agenda. Fuck my life. Okay. On the agenda. Alright. So, okay, yeah. So pretty much this is like the new setup. At first, I recorded it on my laptop and the same camera you see over here, but with worse lighting. And I posted the podcast directly on YouTube, and I took a couple of snippets from that podcast and uploaded it to YouTube, such as like the story of when Samsung sent like that false Find My Phone app. Okay, I took that snippet from the podcast and I put it and I uploaded it to my channel here on YouTube, and I realized, okay, YouTube might be a better platform for me to actually put these podcasts. All right. Now, like I mentioned, I even made like a podcast trailer. It's just basically me with my kind of humor. So what you need to expect from these types of podcasts from me in general is that I will not worry about PC culture, okay? The humor is gonna get really fucking dark, okay? But, okay, if you have a problem with that, yeah, you do you. Go watch another live stream, but don't take it out on me and don't take it out on my audience, even if I do have an audience. That's all I want to say, okay? Alrighty then. Just checking out a couple of things. My OBS is freaking the fuck out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, now another thing that I'm trying to do during these podcasts is actually like take requests. So for those who know me on Facebook or those who are friends of mine on Facebook, okay, I asked, what do you guys want to, talk about during the live streams or during the podcast? Because I don't think the next podcast is going to be live. If you guys want it to be like, and if you guys want the podcast to be live every time, just let me know, I guess. But I don't think it's going to happen because I work a job. I don't work a 9 to 5 fucking job, all right? My job is almost never 9 to 5. It can be 5 to 9. It can be 12 to 6. It can be 12 to 12, all right? It varies a lot, Okay, but basically, plans for the future podcasts is basically just like this, the same format that you're seeing right now. Maybe without the webcam, maybe just pure audio. And if I stop being a cheap fuck and get a credit card and get more SoundCloud space, I can actually put it on SoundCloud or even on Apple Podcasts. But I think that costs money as well. And I don't think I'm going to go for that because, like I said, I'm a cheap fuck. All right. So I didn't get permission to say his name because he never responded. But let's call this dude Lime. All right. Since you're from Aruba, can you talk about the Cruz Bros? Oh yes, I can talk about the fucking Cruz Bros. Yes, I can talk about the Cruz Bros. So we got two brothers. One's name is Gilmer Cruz, and the other one, the one with the fucking e-boy hair, I don't know his fucking name, but apparently these guys are super fucking famous, and like me, they are from Aruba. They became famous on Musical.ly, and then they became famous on TikTok, and they have a YouTube channel. I don't know how many followers they have on TikTok, but judging by the amount of subscribers they have on YouTube, which is more than 1 million, by the way, I expect that they have a lot of fucking followers on TikTok. Now, what do I think about them? I don't think they're funny at all. I think they're trying way too fucking hard to be funny. Now, the main thing going for them, like I've seen like their TikTok videos, and what? Like trying to look like badasses with a freaking nosebleed with a fuck. You know, like those. You know, like that fucking stare from the. You ever seen Full Metal Jacket? You know when a dude goes insane, he just looks at you like that? Like, they do a lot of those videos trying to look fucking intimidating. Like, swah. Like, oh, man. Okay, so I think, like, the main thing going for them is that they're semi-attractive. Like, that's it. I really don't get their humor. Like, their humor is, like, very... I wouldn't say basic, but there's like one sketch. It's like full of like those classic Vine sound effects. Okay, so the premise is funny. You're trying to be funny, but no. I'm gonna be honest. Like the content they have is literally for like pill popping 13-year-olds with fake depression. You know, the ones that the type of kids or people that post like a picture of the Joker or Joaquin Phoenix the Joker with some fucking edgy motivational quote or some shit. Okay? Trying to look mature or not. No. But who am I to fucking say? All right? They probably know more about this whole YouTube shit than I do. Okay, like I said, I'm just a fucker who just goes on here live and just spitballs for about, I don't know, half an hour, maybe an hour. I don't know how long I'm going to make this podcast. But boy. Oh, man. Now, you gotta respect them because they obviously know what they're doing. Okay? They have millions of followers, millions of subscribers, and maybe in a month they probably make more money than I make in a year. All right? But keep in mind, so does Logan Paul. All right? Yeah, and some people go, yeah, but he probably made millions. They probably made millions of dollars. Yeah, you know what? Trump's also a fucking millionaire. Okay, there's no statute of limitations on being a dick. All right. Now I'm not saying they're probably like the nicest guys on the planet, but I think they're trying way too hard to be funny. Like go to the comment sections of YouTube. Like nearly every single video, there's always like a comment like, is this the part where it's funny? Is this where I should be laughing? It's true, and it's true. Okay, you might think of those as like hate comments or whatever, but it's actually really true. I really do not find their content funny, and I think there is like a niche of people that really don't find their content funny. I really don't. But oh, I digress. I fucking digress. But okay. Nah, but that's pretty much one thing, okay? But there are people who really don't. I'm not saying they hate his content, but they kind of agree with me, okay, that he's trying way too fucking hard to be funny, like the fucking millennial humor or some shit. I don't know. A lot of people here on the island love him simply because he's Arubiano. Now, there's like a mob mentality here on Aruba. Back when Sidney Ponson, okay, we had a baseball player here called Sidney Ponson. Back when he was pitching for the freaking Orioles, everybody was an Orioles fan. Everybody on the island. Now we got Xander Bogaerts. He's a shortstop for the Boston Red Sox, making him someone I wouldn't give a fuck about. Oh man, but he's a shortstop for the Boston Red Sox, okay? And all of a sudden, every single Aruban, okay, everybody, every man, woman, and fucking child or genders that don't really exist, but people try to make them exist. All right, every single body is suddenly a Red Sox fan. Fuck me, man. No, that's the fucking mob mentality that a lot of people fucking have here. But yeah, what can I say? You can't exactly change people. I'm just a guy saying an opinion on the microphone. I love having an audio interface so damn much, man. All right, let's see what else we got on the agenda. All right. Oh, yeah, how the fuck could I have forgotten about this? Yeah. All right, so there's one. Okay, this one, I actually have his permission to say his name. Jean Milo Cruz. All right, now this guy, he actually runs a really great podcast called Oh No Milo, and I'm going to fucking link it somewhere in here. I should have done that earlier, but fuck it, I forgot. Sorry there, buddy, but shout out to freaking Milo for their fucking Oh No Milo podcast. Now, it's kind of like this one. They don't really care about PC culture. It's just a couple of dudes sitting down and just talking about shit, okay? He's got like a project going on with Luis. He's like a songwriter, okay? They're keeping it under wraps, but I am genuinely excited for what they fucking have in the future. But when it... Oh boy, what the fuck? My OBS is freaking out. No, okay. I don't know if you can hear my computer, this laptop, all right? I don't know if you can fucking hear it, but I think this thing's about maybe 10 seconds away from freaking lifting off to the goddamn moon. Like, the fan is kicking up. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking hell. But nah, man, but yeah, nah. Like, I got messages saying that, okay, cool, like, you can do the podcast live, but you really got to be careful, like, not to offend anyone, especially here on the ABC Islands. Like, okay, we're a very close-knit community, and a lot of people pride themselves on being happy all the time, or, like, being, the one happy island. But to be on one happy island, or, I don't know, known for, like, being friendly or some shit. But in reality, there's a lot of things wrong. Just like any country in the world, it could be perfect. It could seem perfect on paper, but there's always something wrong. No country, just as nobody's perfect, no country is perfect. For example, here on Aruba, okay? A lot of you tourists, you Americans who come visit us every year, all right? You may be having a fun time, but you don't know the ecological destruction that you're causing here on the island. Same as those fucking UTVs, there are too damn many, causing traffic jams, rendering the ground infertile, constantly running over owls' nests. Yeah, but the minute you mention this to any local, they'll look at you right in the face and say, hey man, you're messing with my livelihood, don't be talking shit about my country. I'm not talking shit about the country. I'm not talking shit about my country, alright? I'm just saying it's the truth, okay? We become victims of our own damn success here. And we're just freaking commercializing the island too much. Even tourists, the people that you're marketing the island towards, okay? Hey, Parlament, I'm sa botando escuchar gimana, but even the tourists, even the people you are marketing this island towards, even they think we're doing a piss poor job of maintaining the culture here. Okay? They fucking pride themselves in being leaders of fucking ecotourism while you literally just destroy swaths of forests for another fucking hotel. True. Those hotels, they generate jobs, provide food, money for people in need and shit like that, but still. We should really start looking into other options. Okay, and that mentality of like, oh no, ta mi isla, mi kiko ami cat, it's my island, I can do whatever the fuck I want, it has to stop. It's gonna take us nowhere. All right, I'm gonna say it right now. Okay, and it's not just for Arubans, but it's for everybody out there. Whenever you have a fucking problem in life, okay, instead of fucking going on, okay, Rubiano nang, this is for you. Instead of fucking going on Pueblo na Palabra on the freaking radio, stop complaining about, I don't know, the government or whatnot, okay? Okay, just get up from your chair, take a couple of steps, and fucking look in the mirror. You see that person in the mirror? That's the fucking problem, okay? We need to start realizing that we are the problem. We voted for a political party that's useless. We do shit. Who the fuck's out there? Oh, that's my dog barking. All right? We do shit that basically damages for everything. Damages for everybody here. All right? But people do not tend to see that, and I'm fucking sick of it. I really am. All right? The fucking Aruban State, Aruban time. No. You don't show. Oh man, this is like one thing that, like, one of my biggest fucking gripes. Okay, we have something here called Tempo Rubiano of Aruban State. That means Aruban time. Okay, so instead of showing up to work, it means I'll show up whenever the fuck I want to show up. You know who has that fucking attitude? Okay, you know the guys who drive around cars that the stereo is more expensive than their goddamn cars. Okay, they can't even fucking pay for type of attitude. But yeah, who am I to fucking say? Anyway, so this is the format of the podcast right now. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. It's been a half hour. That's about it. So I'm just going to look at the iPad and see if there's anything else we should do. No? So we got everything for now. Goddamn, I think I'm going to have to make like a longer list next time. Like I said, these podcasts are a mess. I'm a mess. As you can see, this is like the first time I had like a proper a couple of off days, okay? I came off of the night shift a couple of days ago, and like we're recovering right now, but Monday, I gotta go back to work. All right, man, so this is pretty much about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, and I will see you next time. If you guys have any suggestions as, I don't know, how these podcasts should be structured, okay? What should I do? How to make it better? How is it good? How is it bad? I will try my best to actually read comments or whatever and see what I can do. But I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty damn happy with this setup right here. It ain't the best setup in the world, and I think my freaking computer is about to fucking die, but oh well. Hey, you want to check out this transition. Check it out. Bam. Now you don't. Now you see me? Now you don't. Oh my god, what the fuck? Who the fuck is out there? Why the fuck are my dogs barking, man? Alright. Okay, we're going down. And I'm pretty sure this podcast is going to be available for anybody who actually like listens to it or some shit. But anyway, guys, that is it for this podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. My name is Stan, and I am signing off.